don't follow my page. Just don't disregard, okay? Because what I do here is for the real Ugandan there who is waking up uncertain about tomorrow, wondering if tomorrow will be another day, whether they will live or not. You know, the people in prisons, the supporters, the political prisoners in prison, the lady who passed away, who was in a video yesterday, unfortunately, she tells a story about the time after the election, around the election time, when she was abducted, taken away, injected with a lot of chemicals or whatever, and she ended up dying under the circumstances of what the people like the Musevenis feel like it should be, how other Ugandans live. So it is unfortunate that we have to celebrate death, because these people do not deserve to live. So in any case, Janet Museveni, the wife of the dictator Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, is gone. She passed away when she was taken out from her home after the fall. She went on life support for a few days, but it is 100% confirmed that she's gone. Museveni himself is critical, because when he was taken for treatment or surgery, a procedure that happened a few days ago, he has suffered a stroke. The problem with the Museveni people is that he has lied about his age for so many years. Anybody who knows the medical field you know that truth is power to you. If you lie, only you suffer. So he's lied about his age. He says he's about 80 something, but he's well over 100 years old. So a surgery must have been performed on an 80-year-old body, or suspiciously an 80-year-old body, as he says. However, because of the nature of the procedure and what was done, it is said that he suffered a stroke during the procedure that has caused him to be unable to speak. If he had said his age, it wouldn't have been recommended that he gets the surgery. But like I said, the way they think, the way they feel like they can control everything, he lied about his age, ended up getting the surgery, and now he won't wake up or be normal. So essentially, Uganda has no president or first lady. The country at this moment is being run by Salim Saleh, who is his brother, his son, Kainerugaba Muhozi, KK, who is the Attorney General, and his son-in-law, the husband of one of the daughters, the ones who own the legal office together. You know who it is. Kaihura is one of them. Mwesigwa is one of them. The other Muhozi is one of them. So with that set of people, Damulira is one of them, the mafias who are running Uganda at the moment. We don't have a president. We don't have a first lady. First lady is gone. The plans about the first lady is that they fear to disclose the fact that she's gone, because they are afraid of Uganda celebrating. They are afraid about the circumstances surrounding the swearing-in ceremony, because they expect Museveni to swear in. However, he has to look right and feel right. And so with the desperation of him possibly not making it from this stroke, they think that they may not have a president to actually swear in at that moment. So with Janet passing, according to her will or her last testimony of life, she did not want to be buried in Uganda, because she knows that they have left a horrible taste in Ugandans, that they feel like if she's buried in Uganda, these are her thoughts when she was still alive, that when they no longer have power in Uganda, that she'll be exhumed and burned or killed, or burned or destroyed for animals to eat or whatever, because they know what they've done to the people of Uganda. So she has requested that she either be buried in Tanzania, where Museveni has built a whole city of his own in that country, because he also runs Tanzania through the President Suluhu. Okay? So with that said, other suggestions are that they bury her or bury something in Uganda and call that Janet's grave, so that if things go well, she will still be recognized as the former First Lady and a place of burial, so it's respected and honored. Most of what they seek is recognition, legitimacy, honor, but they don't give it back, which means that with all of that and the way they treat people, it is likely that Janet will be buried in Tanzania. However, the plans are to keep her in Rwanda under refrigeration for a period of time until they are able to bring her around June after supposed swearing in, which is not going to happen because now Museveni is also under the weather. The doctors have advised that Museveni not be informed about Janet's passing, neither be informed about the conditions of the country. So with that, they're illegally running operations, Salim Saleh and Muhoozi illegally running operations as unofficial president and son, or whatever the case might be. I told you guys last week that possibly Salim Saleh will write, or they will somehow make Muhoozi Kainerugaba, the CDF, the son of Museveni, the vice president. Because naturally, when a president is absent, the vice president is designated or is in the works to be president or acting in the meantime until the actual president is back to office. Same thing in where Paul Biya comes from, the president who has been on for over 40, maybe 50 years, Paul Biya. I don't know if he has seen what's happening to Uganda or other places, but apparently there was talk about his life or his end life and things. And they decided that they should choose a vice president so that if something happens to him, that person takes over. So strategically, he has chosen his son. The same script is what they're trying to bring to Uganda, to have documentation that indeed Muhoozi Kainerugaba will become the vice president, such that if his father does not come out of coma or whatever he's having right now, that the current vice president, Alupo, is shoved off to the side, which they will do without any concern, because they really don't care how anybody fares. Shove her to the side and instill Muhoozi somewhat by force, despite still being CDF, instill Muhoozi so that when May comes along, Museveni will not even be mentioned, okay? And somehow, whether the coup d'etat happens or not, they will slip in Muhoozi Kainerugaba as the official president of Uganda. Remember, the steps that should be taken according to the Constitution have not been in place, because naturally, Alupo, who is the current vice president of Uganda, should be in line. In fact, as we speak right now, she should be acting president of Uganda. But because Alupo is not an official rundees of the quality that they like, because they know now that they're hanging on by a hair, okay? They know they've lost Uganda. In fact, many NRM leaders like the Amama Mbabazis, the Ndugus, all of those guys know for a fact and have confirmed to Museveni that they have lost control of the country. So what they want to do is forcefully instill Muhoozi Kainerugaba. Museveni will not make it out of this. If anybody knows a stroke patient, coupled with dementia, coupled with old age and a failing system, because Museveni suffers from several conditions. He suffers from HIV, he suffers from diabetes, he suffers from